Hey guys, it's Siobhan with The Kitty and Beyond. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing monthly horoscope readings and this is for Virgo. So welcome Virgos. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I also recommend checking out your other sign videos. So if this is your sun sign, go check out your moon and rising sign or vice versa. Sometimes you resonate more with one over the other, or sometimes it's just better to have the overall understanding of the energies that are affecting you in the month of April 2020. So this month I'm doing a 4-card reading, which I will have available for purchase for individual readings or personal readings in the description box below. It's going to be $19 in the form of an email reading, but today we're going to do a few extra cards just for the purposes of the monthly horoscope. So let's jump right into it. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. So Virgo, what is the overall energy this month? 4 of Cups. What is the challenge to overcome? The Emperor. Insight and guidance for this month. 8 of Cups. And what is the potential outcome? You have the Page of Swords. Okay. So this month, it looks like there's something that you're not quite satisfied with, especially when it comes to authority or action or being in a position of power or somebody being in a position of power over you. I see that here with this sort of a younger Page of Swords energy and then this older, more mature, authoritative or authoritarian, really depends, Emperor. So there's something you're not satisfied with. There's something you want to walk away from. So let's get clarifiers on the 4 of Cups. Why is the 4 of Cups here for Virgo in April? Thank you. The Justice card. Why is the Emperor here in the challenge position? King of Wands. Okay. Why is the 8 of Cups here in the insight position? Ooh, 5 of Pentacles. And why is the Page of Swords here? Oh, you have the Queen of Wands. You've got counterparts here in this reading. Interesting. Okay, so Virgo, the 4 of Cups is about discontent, boredom, unhappiness, not seeing something for what you have. It's almost like this grass is greener type of an energy. You're looking at something else and you're wishing for something more than what you actually have, but then when something more is offered, you're not able to accept it because you're so focused on what you don't have. And there's justice here. Something is out of balance. When it comes to the 4 of Cups, you need the 4 Cups for stability. And you can see that with the 3 Cups here, that's not very stable. But you're not able to accept this 4th cup to create that kind of stability that you need to find balance. So the Justice card is here to kind of help you do that. It brings in this balance, this objectiveness, and this fairness, although you may be feeling like this isn't fair. That's coming through as well. This may not resonate with everybody, but this could be to do with parents or some kind of an authority over you. So it doesn't have to be parents, but these two could be in a marriage. That's why I say that. But it could be some kind of an authority that has kind of a dictatorship over you, either at a personal level, like a family member or a boss or a friend who's bossy or something like that, or at a societal level, like the owner of your company or the government or whatever it may be. There's this feeling of injustice, like this isn't fair to me. I'm unhappy with what I'm being given. I'm unhappy with the circumstances. I'm unhappy with the balance here because there doesn't seem to be one. That's what I'm feeling. The challenge to overcome here is to find your inner authority, to stand up and get your needs met, basically. The King of Wands is very passionate about what he believes in, and when it's in the realm of emotional justice, he's going to fight for that. He might be a little bit aggressive in the way that he fights, but it's much more productive to be assertive rather than aggressive. So if you can channel some of that assertive energy where you're establishing your boundaries and your needs and creating an opportunity for other people potentially in a position of power to meet those needs for you, then perhaps communication would be of the best, course of action at this point. The Emperor can be very compassionate. The Emperor can be very loving and very very structure oriented. He wants to create stability. He wants to create solid foundations. But in the negative sense, when that energy gets a little bit out of whack, it is Aries, and we are in Aries season. So this is the King of Wands, a fire sign, and Aries is the Emperor. So if that Aries energy is not quite sitting right for you, then perhaps it's about channeling why that is the case, because fire and earth don't always go together in the best, most harmonious way. You know, the fire just scorches the earth, burns it to ashes. But that can be a good thing. It all depends on how you look at it. If you're being forced to walk away from something that you weren't getting what you needed out of the situation, then yeah, it's being burnt to the ground, but it's creating fertile land for something new to grow, which we see with the Queen of Wands. She's all about growth. She's all about the new. She's looking to the right, which indicates the future, whereas the King of Wands is looking to the left, which indicates the past, which is tradition. It's the way that things have been done for so long. And that's kind of where this Emperor energy gets stuck. He can get stuck in the past. He can get stuck in the way things were and forget to create potential for new things in the future. This is us getting stuck in, well, I liked it the way it was. Why'd you have to change it? Because with change comes progress. We need to keep moving forward. We can't stay stagnant and stuck where we are, because that is only ever destruction. We need to keep building. We need to keep creating. Progress for the sake of progress should be encouraged, despite what Dorothy Umbridge would say. For those of you who get that reference, high five. Okay, so the Eight of Cups here, walking away from a situation that is not fruitful for you. The insight and guidance here is if it's leaving you feeling like you don't have enough, if it's leaving you feeling left out in the cold, or like all of your cups aren't there, whatever it was, no matter how much energy you invested in it, no matter how much people tell you you need to stick to it, if it's not bringing you A, emotional fulfillment, and B, financial or physical stability, then what's the point? If you're not happy and you don't think it's fair, then why would you stay? You know, why would you keep continuing to put yourself through that? It just doesn't make any sense. Other than at the external level, if maybe it's giving you a little bit of something, but it's still just not enough. So this is your opportunity with the potential outcome to communicate what you need. You don't necessarily have to completely leave the situation, but you can communicate what you need and hopefully get those needs met. And if they don't get met and you've communicated, you've been assertive but not aggressive, then it's time to walk away. At that point, if nobody's going to heed your needs, if nobody's going to create balance in this arena, then it's time to go. And the Queen of Wands as the potential outcome is very positive. It's an indication that you have the ability to grow whatever it is that you want to create. So if you want to grow something from the ground up, you have the potential to do that. It will take self-discipline, action, planning, all of those things, but you can do it. You can. So let's see, what oracle cards want to come forward for you guys? I'm feeling drawn to the archangels. Whoops. If I can get them. Hold on. Okay. What archangel messages do you have for Virgo? Courage. Very much the Queen of Wands energy. Archangel Ariel's very fiery, very passionate, very courageous. So it's going to take a lot of courage for you to stand up to the power that is in your life. If somebody has power over you, then it's disempowering you, and that's leaving you feeling lack. That's injustice. That's an imbalance that needs to be balanced, righted, and justified. So with courage, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. That's really speaking your truth here. It takes courage to stand in your power and speak your truth, whether or not people are going to understand it or, give you what you need when you voice that. But at least you did what you know is necessary. Anything else? Moon cycles. Divine order. Okay. So pay attention to the moon cycles. over the course of this month. We always have, the new moon and the full moon. So pay attention to when those are. I don't actually have those dates off the top of my head, but you can just Google it for your time zone and it'll be more accurate anyway. So you can see how the moon's affecting your energy and your manifestations, which is part of what you're working on, manifesting, and then capitalize upon those cycles. So the energy of the new moon is really good for manifesting and setting intentions. And then throughout the course of the waning, waxing, and then the full moon, you have the capability, waxing, waning, and the full moon. Whatever, you know what I mean. Full moon is really great for releasing. It's letting go of situations that aren't working for you. So if you set an intention at the new moon this month and you stand in your power and you have the courage to speak your truth and ask for what you need, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. And if you don't get the grease, then by the full moon, it's time to let it go and move on to something, a different intention that's going to be better for you. And keep in mind, everything's in divine order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. So look past the illusion and see the underlying order that's there. That's really something that the Emperor can represent at the highest level. The Emperor is divine order. It's divine structure. It's part of the major arcana for a reason. It's an archetype that we can tap into and use for our benefit when we find balance between the King and Queen of Wands. That's justice. So if there's an argument between a masculine and a feminine in your life, or there's two opposing sort of energies within yourself, then that's something to harmonize as well. But everything's in divine order. It's all balanced. You've got two scales here. So the balance is a really big thing for you this month. And the moon cycles really tie into the divine order as well. Everything is as it needs to be. Every phase is important in the cycles of transition. Every phase in your life is important, for whether it's a cycle of transition, completion, beginning, whatever it is, it's all meant to be exactly when it's meant to be. So just have the courage to look past some of the chaos and the lack so that you can find your emotional fulfillment, your power, your voice, and stand in that courageously with faith, knowing that whatever you need, the universe will provide. All right, guys, so that is your reading for the month. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the first 4 cards are the email reading. It usually takes me about an hour to write it up, 40 minutes to an hour, depending on what comes through, and I can have it out to you within 24 to 48 hours, depending on the amount of orders that I get. It's all just through email, so it's really quick and simple and easy to purchase and to receive the reading. I'll leave all the information in the description box below if you'd like to order that. And I also have all of the other lists of my services and offerings. If you're interested in Reiki healing, spiritual counseling, or any other kind of tarot reading or oracle reading, all of the information will be listed down there for you guys. So thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, for liking, sharing. If you resonated with this video, or if you feel like anybody else would resonate with this reading, please pass it along. Thank you again for being here, supporting the channel. I love you guys so much, and I wish you the best in the course of April and beyond. We'll see you next month. Bye.